This is RuneScape, a world of legends, monsters, and endless grinding. But I'm not here to play normally. I'm playing as a free-to-play Ultimate Ironman. No trading, no banking, no members world. Every item I carry matters. Every death sets me back. And yet, the challenge is what makes it worth it. In this first episode, we set up the foundation: stats, food, money, and a plan. Let's begin. Every RuneScape journey starts the same way: a chicken coop, a pot of flour, and a desperate chef with a dairy problem. That's right, we're kicking off our free-to-play Ultimate Ironman grind the only proper way, with Cook's Assistant. But before we dive too deep into the nostalgia, I've got a quick confession to make. I'll be using 11 Labs AI to narrate this series. Why? Because this grind is already insane. No banking, no trading, no members. And I'd rather spend my time actually playing or occasionally touching grass. So if my voice sounds a little too smooth to be human, that's because it is. Next up, sheep shearer. Because no real adventurer leaves Lumbridge without aggressively bothering some sheep. We need 20 balls of wool, which means 20 inventory spaces. Nearly the entire bag for a free-to-play Ultimate Ironman. With no bank to stash our stuff, this quest had to be done early. It's simple, it's fast, and, most importantly, it clears out some space for what's next. So, enjoy this thrilling footage of me spinning wool and questioning my life choices. So now we turn in the balls of wool to Farmer Fred. And get this, it doesn't matter if you sheared the sheep in Falador or bought the damn wool off the GE. This guy still accuses you of trespassing on his pasture. Shut it, farm boy, and cough up the 60 coins you owe me. After wrapping up sheep shearer and shaking down Farmer Fred for his precious 60 coins, I decided it was time for some early gains in woodcutting and firemaking. As a UIM, inventory space is life or death. So the plan was simple: chop a tree, burn the log, repeat. No clutter, no wasted space. The short-term goal? Level 12 woodcutting. Just enough to use canoe transportation and save myself from endless walking. With that done, I headed straight to Drainer Manor to knock out Ernest the chicken. Not for the story, just for the sweet, sweet 300 coin reward. Every GP counts when you can't bank a single thing. The 300 coins from Ernest the chicken weren't for decoration. They were just enough to afford a steel axe back in Lumbridge. It's a small upgrade, but a big deal this early on, especially when you can't rely on banks or the grand exchange. If I want anything stronger in the future, like a mithril or adamant axe, I'll have to make it myself. Smithing the bar, making the axe, and praying I've got the inventory space to pull it off. Welcome to the true free-to-play UIM experience. Nothing is handed to you and every upgrade is a grind. I've been multi-questing this whole time. Because as any UIM knows, every step counts. So before I spend those hard-earned 300 coins on a steel axe, we're heading over to finish the Restless Ghost. It's a quick quest, and more importantly, it gives 1,125 prayer XP, an instant jump to level 9 prayer. That's free combat levels, and one less thing to stress over later. With the Restless Ghost out of the way, I finally picked up my steel axe, a solid early game upgrade that'll carry me through the next grind. I also grabbed the iconic Ultimate Ironman armor set. Its stats are the same as iron armor, but hey, it makes me look like I know what I'm doing. From there, I jumped straight into X Marks the Spot. This quest is short and simple, but more importantly, it introduces new players to Clue Scrolls, one of the few pieces of RNG content that even F2P UIMs can realistically chase. Sure, beginner clues aren't exactly life-changing, but every GP reward or piece of gear could be a big deal when you can't bank anything. After all that, I was left with a whopping 169 coins. Ballin' on a budget, as always. But the real goal wasn't just the axe. It was hitting level 12 woodcutting to unlock canoe transportation. That shortcut lets me get to Varric a little faster, which is huge in the early game, when every step is basically a time tax. Sure, I'll probably spend hundreds of hours killing Ogress warriors for law rune drops for teleports later. Next stop, Varric. We're heading there to get partially through rune mysteries. Not because I'm ready to become a runecrafter just yet, but because unlocking the skill is step one. No skill unlocked means no XP, and that's not an option. I handed off the package to the Duke's contact in Varric, which means we're officially halfway through rune mysteries. Not exactly thrilling, but it's a crucial step toward unlocking runecrafting, the skill everyone loves to ignore until they can't. But while I was running around, something beautiful happened. I hit level 15, wood cutting, and you know what that means? Oak trees. Which means I can finally AFK my brand new Ultimate Ironman while I juggle all my other accounts. It's not glamorous, but it's progress. And in the life of a F2P UIM, every level feels like a win. So, while I'm chopping oak trees in the background, I discovered something amazing. You can pretty much bonfire now in OSRS. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Anyway, let's talk about goals. You might be wondering why I didn't go over my goals at the start of the video. Well, the truth is, I'm not here for subscribers, views, or profit. If just one of you watches and finishes this video, that's who I'm doing this for. That's the real reason I'm making it. With that said, here's my crazy goal. I want to stay one defense and become a free-to-play Ultimate Ironman Pure. Sounds insane, right? But hear me out. Imagine getting an Obor club on a level 1 defense pure in F2P as an Ultimate Ironman. That's the dream. It's ambitious, maybe even borderline stupid, but I think it could be one of the coolest accomplishments that I have done in OSRS, if I pull it off. Well, that's it for today's grind. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you. The journey's just getting started, and I've got a lot more ahead. So until next time, take care and don't XP waste.